Hi boys and girls, I'm showing you a video of objects that we'll use for measuring today. You're looking at a small book, a pencil, and a small screwdriver. And the tools I'm using are beans, some tea bags, and M&Ms that I have. Remember we talked about how you can use different objects for measuring that are not standard, meaning not a ruler and not measuring tape. But you can use objects that are the same size to measure and compare. So we're going to compare the length of the objects on the table. Let me show you. Again, the screwdriver. The way I compare is I'm going to take these beans and I'm going to line them up right beside each other. One, and then another, and another. And you see how I start right at the edge, like that, at the end, until I get to the very other end of the screwdriver, the top end. And that looks about right. And maybe there's one more at the bottom. There. So let's count the beans. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this screwdriver is 7 beans long. So I can write, with my pencil, I can write 7 beans long. Then if I take my M&Ms, I'm going to put them lined up as well. I'll just put them on the other side. And then I'll count them to see how many M&Ms long my screwdriver is. So if I line them up just together like that, maybe I can get one more here. So my screwdriver is also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 candies long. 6 candies long. So it's 7 beans long and 6 candies long. Well, what if I use my tea bags? Wow. I think I can only probably fit 1 tea bag to measure the screwdriver. So my screwdriver is about 1 tea bag long. Remember we used the word about, because that means it's about exact, but not quite exact. That's why the rulers and the tape measure come in handy later. We're going to practice with those, because those are more exact. But sometimes we don't always have our exact tools with us, and that doesn't mean we can't complete our task of measuring. So when I'm going to compare, I'm going to say, how many more beans longer is my screwdriver than candies? There's 7 beans, so 7, it takes more beans to measure my screwdriver than candies. So there's 1 more bean to measure my screwdriver. And how many more candies does it take to measure than a tea bag? How many more candies does it take? It takes, if there's 6 candies and just 1 tea bag, I'll take that 1 for the tea bag. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It takes 5 more candies than it does to measure than with the tea bag. It only takes 1 tea bag, but it takes 6 candies. It only takes 1 tea bag and 7 beans. How many more beans than tea bags does it take? How many more beans than tea bags does it take to measure my screwdriver? If I take away, if I just had 1 bean, like 1 tea bag, I'll need 6 more beans. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more beans to measure my screwdriver. So it takes more beans than tea bags to measure a screwdriver. And it takes fewer candies than beans. So the beans, it requires the most beans because the beans are the smallest. That's why. The beans are the smallest tool we're using. And when we start measuring with inches and centimeters, we're going to see those same differences. Okay, that's my example, and let's talk about it.